We've got a lot of earnings coming out today, Gianni, so I would say wait for those earnings, because a lot of them could impact the market. No way Tough Built's up at $6 already. It bloody is as well. Yeah, let's have a quick look. Oh, general. Oh, SGen. Any particular news on CGen there, Matt? As to why it's on your watch list? Not sure. I put 176, but no volume. Literally zilch volume. So let me know why it's on your watch list. What's the catalyst? Is there one, or are you just darts at a dartboard type scenario? Red Technologies is the biggest mover at this morning. 65% up on the day. Here comes the 8 o'clock scrum, which is what I thought would happen yesterday when I was in Tough Built. But I think the least said about that now, the better. We're past that now. Although to see it back up at $6 is surprisingly, that's a clear sign of strength. Even after all the shenanigans yesterday. Morning, not very well. Good to see you here, as always. Struggling to find something to trade at the moment. There's nothing really moving. So I was looking at Redbox again. So Redbox was up about 16%, and then it's starting to retrace. So up here it was, well, actually went up a bit higher at 4 o'clock this morning, but and it's underneath the VWAP. So I want to see it kind of back up towards the 635, 640 level. Retesting the VWAP, that'd be great for Redbox. SIGA did hold most of its gains from yesterday, but it's kind of holding on to $15. So if it stays above $15, it could be interesting. There's no additional catalyst. It's still on the back of the World Health Organization monkeypox news. Let me know what you think of Sundial and the reverse split. It's I think today's where we're going to get some volatility, Kinga. I'm going to start seeing some volatility. I must have lost weight. My watch is a bit loose. Okay, so they're starting a trial today, Matt, but there's no results, no? Hey, James. We've got good volume on freight technologies. So freight technologies, good relative volume on freight technologies. If you look at what freight technologies normally does on a given day, it's like 19,000 shares. It's already at 3.3 million. We've got Redbox, which is at 3.8 million shares today. So we've got reasonably good volume on Redbox. Nothing else with good volume right now. Right, okay. That makes sense. It's a little bit higher price than I like to trade without volume. So if it gets good results on those trials, then fine. The freight technologies, good catalyst, decent relative volume. I've already traded this this range up to trying to break above the 250. The range between the VWAP and kind of 250, 255 is what I was trading. So they've been awarded the Samsung SDS contract. Just freight technologies. Pull up the news catalyst there. There you go. So Freight Technologies, a technology company developing solutions to optimize and automate the supply chain process, as well as providing its proprietary platform across for business-to-business cross-border shipping. And the NAFTA region was awarded Samsung Mexico's SDS business and has begun using its platform to assist with effecting Samsung's shipments to Mexico and the US. So there you go. That's why that is moving up today. Fed days usually find a way to double the account. Well, I don't think I'm going to be doubling my account. Today I'm starting with a significant a significant account today. So 121,000 in my account today. And net gains this month, so let me just have a quick look. My net gains so far this month are 92,000. We're just shy of 91, so just shy of 92,000, so $10 shy. So still need, net wise, we still need to get over, still need another 8,000 to get over the 100k mark. Yeah, absolutely, King. But look, we all start somewhere. And I had, the way I started is I had a nice lump sum to start with. So my RVP job, I got a nice severance package from them. So I was able to put a reasonable sized equity position from the off. Yeah, well, I think at the moment, so we've got the Fed tomorrow. We've got so we've got the FOMC meetings tomorrow. We've got the GDP numbers on Thursday. We've got hell knows. I mean, let's have a look at. I'll pull this up. So we've got. I'll just make it smaller. So we've got. This is today's earnings. So we've got UPS. Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Kimberly-Clark. There's a whole bunch pre-market. The big ones are after hours today, so these can really turn the market. Good or bad results, and you'll see the market react in line with it. So Microsoft and Google, those two are the big, tech giants that could potentially crash the Nasdaq later, or they could rally the Nasdaq. And then we've got continuation tomorrow. We've got after hours. We've got Facebook, and we've got Facebook's the big one. A couple of smaller ones: Spotify, Shopify, Boeing, Ford, all important ones. Then big one on Thursday: Amazon, Intel, and Apple. Those really can impact the wider market in either a bullish or bearish way, depending on the results. So, big week this week for earnings, guys. Add that to the GDP numbers and the FOMC meeting as well, and volatility is expected. Yeah, well, they have a vested interest to do exactly that, King. You're going to get the banks and the hedge funds and financial institutions trying to balance the SPX. Not a lot moving right now. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. Tell a lie. Red box is moving up. Back above, retesting the VWAP. This is what I was talking about. It needs to get back up to this level. Retest the VWAP, back above the VWAP. So key levels here: the $0.50 and the $0.75 levels. Very key levels. We've been as high as 725 today. Red box. Let's just take 1,000 shares for the break of the $0.50. Always add more. Doesn't hold the VWAP, we just exit for a very small loss. So there's a number of different ways to mitigate risk. One is actually share size. The other is the what you're prepared to risk on the position. I'll have a look at that in a moment when I get out of this this one. You know what caused that pump? Not very well. Virex Biolabs. Let me have a quick look while I'm watching this as well. It's up at $21 nearly. Virex. Just taking a quick look at the fundamentals. Virex Biolabs introduces monkeypox and varicella zoster viruses real-time PCR detection kit. Wow, that could be big today. I'm going to put that on the list. It's up at 25% up already. Get out there. Let's have a look at this one. But testing 21s now. Good morning, Brandon. So Freight Technologies back up towards that $2.50. So that $0.50 level is very key on Freight Technologies. Just draw a horizontal line there so you'll see why it's key. Key resistance level, it keeps popping up but getting rejected at 250. So it needs to get above and hold. We've not had a single candle close above 250 yet. We need a candle close above 250. Red box, I pulled back so I exited the position. But Virex, come back a little bit. Let's zoom in on the 1 minute. No problem at all, Brandon. That's what this stream's about. This is so Virex is a recent IPO as well, so it's just introduced this monkeypox PCR detection kit, but it's a very recent IPO as of last week. So a number of reasons why this might be quite volatile today. Yeah, it's tested 250. It's tested 250 a couple of times, but I need a candle breaking above it. That's just thrown a wick up over 250 there. Having a wick above it and breaking above it and closing above it are two different things. Breaking above it and closing above it are two different things. And I wasn't trading big size. Well, not huge size at least. You need to trade bigger size to get meaningful gains on these lower price stocks. Just holding. Remove SIGA. I'll leave that there. Redbox, Virex, and Freight Tech. Those are the ones I'm watching at the moment. Okay, so how many tickers in your watch list? It really is up to you. That's a personal preference. So I have two watch lists. I have my watch list. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see it here. I have my watch list, which is includes the wider markets. On the actual trading platform, I have my watch list in text format. On one of my screens, I have my watch list in chart format. So I have 6 different tickers at any one time in chart format, based on the momentum that's moving. So I'll have 6 tickers. You can see 4 of them on the YouTube and Twitch streams, and that will usually the momentum stocks of the day. So I'm able to watch those if I'm interested in trading them at the same time I'm actually trading. So if I'm looking for one to break out, I can actually watch it at the same time. So I can watch multiple tickers at the same time. What I don't recommend is overfilling your watch list. Having a list of moving stocks is one thing, but don't overfill your watch list. Select your stocks that you're interested in and then move on to the next one once it's no longer of interest. Don't succumb to what is affectionately known as shiny object syndrome. Just because something moving doesn't mean it's better than the stock that was moving a couple of minutes ago. Any more than kind of half a dozen, for our American brethren, and anything more than 6 stocks on your watch list, active watch list at any one time is probably a little bit too much to try and keep abreast of. So we're at 250 now. It's a key level. I called this out in the Discord about an hour ago. I was saying like 250 is a key level for this one. We were down at about 235, 240 at the time. Watch 250. It's a key level, and it's effectively getting a flat top at 250 here. So when it finally does close, a candle closes above 250, you'll find that you probably go on a little bit of a run up. You're a newbie, can you like your video? Why would we like your video? This is my video. Amber. Okay, that's fine. So some people do research on the companies. I'm actually quite lazy when it comes to day trading. I don't think it's necessary to do a lot of fundamental research, and quite frankly, from day to day, the list of stocks to trade changes so frequently that I don't think it's necessary. Personally, other people disagree. I don't think it's necessary to do the fundamental research. I've got Benzinga open in front of me, so as soon as something's moving, I can just click on the link. It'll open up and give me a blurb of why it's moving. I can click on the key data. I can find out the float size. I can find out how shorted it is, what market cap. All the key information is right there at my fingertips. So there's no real need. Some people, when I first got into day trading, I would spend hours the night before doing research on what I thought potentially could be the movers of the following day, and it was just a waste of time because probably 60-70% of the time I was wrong. And what I've been researching didn't move at all. It moved in the day that I was there, but then there was no continuation or follow through. So I would rather just trade the price action and do a little bit of fundamental research, i.e. float size, short interest, market cap, that kind of thing. The fundamentals don't affect the price action on an intraday basis. They're not as relevant. If there's a catalyst that's causing a move intraday, that's relevant. It doesn't mean that the company's, just because it moves up 50% on a single day, doesn't make it a good company when it's a garbage company yesterday. The majority of these stocks that I'm trading at 250 a share, there's a reason they're 250 a share. They're garbage companies. They're not going to last. They'll not be here in 10 years' time. So there's a big difference between fundamental or value investing and day trading. I'm always feeling positive, Alistair. As long as I don't get any bloody stupid algorithmic flushes on news that we weren't expecting again, then I'll be okay. In fact, I'm going to put Tough Built back on the list because I want to keep an eye on it if it breaks $6. It did break $6 just briefly, then got rejected again. Madness, the movement on that one. So Virex Biolabs could be interesting after the bell. It's down at the VWAP now. Oh, we missed this move up. That could have been of interest. Redbox is of interest. see me trade red box just briefly. $140 down on red box. I got in for the break of the VWAP and then it pulled back. So looking at the higher time frames for another retest of the VWAP. Yeah, but spreads now are 4 cents, but they were a lot wider yesterday. Actually, it was Pagaya that had the big wide spreads yesterday. What's the spread now on Pagaya? 25 cents. Don't trade Pagaya with low volume. The spreads are horrible. Did you manage to recover from that, Alistair, or did you just take the rest of the day off? I think it stole $2,000 off you, didn't it? Did you manage to take the day off, or did you trade more and recover from it? 40 cents spread on this, so it's the ask has just gone up to 10.10, but the bid hasn't moved. Still down at 9.60. So Pagaya, don't trade it with low volume. We traded it yesterday with good volume, and the spreads were still very rangy. That was after the bell. Pagaya, it's on the watch list. It could be one to watch a little bit later as a more continuation. It's had a couple of good days over the last week or so. So did you walk away after that flush, Alistair, or did you trade again? Last I saw, I'll have a look, but the last I saw with Tough Built, the short interest was 207%. Let me just have a quick look. I'll tell you exactly what the short interest on Tough Built is. All right, okay, so the short interest has dropped. It's now still very, very high, but it's 132% again. What I can see. Looking at some of the other sources. Percentage of shares shorted according to Market Beat, 206%. 132 according to Finbiz. 106. So it's over 100%, whichever way. It's 132 according to Benzinga. Let me have a look. Let's have a look at Barron's. Barron's usually good. $2.8 million shares shorted. Shares outstanding. Oh, yeah, no, 2.8 million. So it's about 132. So Barron's are telling me it's about 130% as well. So I would say about 130%. Hey Luke, sorry I didn't see your message. I do apologise. I was busy with the TikTok stream. That's the way I like to. That's what I like to hear, Alistair. Positive thinking. This is like 30 cents spread on Pagaya, so just get away from that before I even get tempted. So we've still not had a candle close over 250 on that one. Oh, we're up now. I've missed the breakout. And we're managing to execute out of hours. If you're with that interactive brokers, I think they allow you half an hour before the market opens. But I'm using Capital Markets Elite Group, which is another reason why I prefer Capital Markets to interactive. I am with interactive, but I don't day trade with interactive very often. So I'm using Capital Markets Elite Group. They allow me to trade from 7:30 market time, which is 2 hours before the market opens. And they allow me effectively the full after hours section as well. Yes, there was an offering on Tough Built, and it was $5 a share, and I was in it when the news came out and it dropped like a stone. I was in it, and we had 2,500 shares in it, and it dropped like a stone. I'll just take 1,000 shares for the move up. There we go. The break of the $0.50. Spreads on this 60 cents, which is why you don't want to be taking big size when the spreads are like 60 cents. I'm in at 22.50. The ask is over was over $23. It's over $23 on the ask, but I'm in the red here, so it's like over $1 spread. So I'm going to get out of this until the spreads narrow. As soon as I get a profitable position, I'm going to get out of it until the spreads narrow. I don't particularly want to have to factor in the whole dollar spread. Yeah, close to a whole dollar. Yeah, I don't doubt that for a second, but if she's going to go up and test 25 Penn State on the ask, and it's 23.50 on the bid, I'm not comfortable with that level of spread. I don't mind doing 25-30 cents. I'm not prepared to do over $1, not on a $20 stock. A position screen. This my P&L screen. All that's covering up is the volume, the past volume. No, it's not actually covering anything up. It's just covering the past volume. You've got the actual action screen up here. Can't see the tickets, the tickers. Sorry about that. I don't know what I can do about that. I mean, the ticker here is DRAX. I mean, you've got this here. I know what you mean. In terms of, you can't see the tickers. What can't you see? You've got the symbols here. Oh, I just wasn't quick enough to get out there. Then give me a second. We've got the symbols, and then we've got the watch list. What are we talking about? or you want me to move it to the left so it'll be further off the screen? I'm not sure what you're talking about. That makes no sense to me. Just gonna get out. Got $500 out of that. Right, I can move it to the right, that's no problem. Not better? Let me know. Okay, there you go. I got it at the right time. It's down at 22s now. So that's when you get into it. Just sometimes you can get a little bit excited to get in. And to be fair, when I got in, the spreads weren't $1, but just take a watch it. Sometimes it's worth watching the movement of a stock as it starts to move up. And yeah, the layout's fine on YouTube, Charles. It's much better on YouTube and of course Twitch because it's the same layout. You see a lot more. It's a lot cleaner and clearer. The problem with that 2350 resistance is it's up at 2350 on the ask, but it's barely getting to 23 on the bid. So that's a bit of a pain in the hole. Come back when there's more volume. It is a good catalyst. I like the catalyst, but I'll come back when there's more volume. That's what it needs: a bit more liquidity, a bit more volume, and then we'll get some better moves. Exactly, Matty. I've been asking TikTok to give me the RDMP stream so I could actually stream and through one source and have all the chat in one place, which is what I get with Twitch and YouTube. You've got both the Twitch and YouTube chat being shared in the one place. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that. Red box, yeah. We're just lacking a bit of volume this morning. That's all. The wider market. So if you want to know what's going on with the wider market, here is I'll put it on the 15 so we can actually take a better look. So wider markets, you can see very choppy since yesterday. Very choppy indeed. It's actually down at the moment. But currently just over 30 basis points or 0.3%. So this is the SPY. It's representative of the S&P500. If you have a look at the Qs, which represents the Nasdaq, an ETF that represents the Nasdaq, it's actually sold off yesterday, but it's been choppy in out of hours. The Dow Jones, not a lot of volume, but again, it's kind of sideways at the bottom end. More importantly to me, the Russell Index, extremely choppy sideways. This is the most dangerous type of market for me as a day trader, is these sideways, choppy, do-nothing markets. Because we need volatility, and these sideways, choppy markets are just not volatile enough to make good gains on. And if all the stocks are following within the market, are following the movement of that particular indices, it limits the options in terms of being able to be profitable. Gaia, let's go back to the 1 minute. And I think people come on my stream, if they think they know everything, they come onto my stream and they see me showing a 1 minute chart. What they don't realize is I've actually got 5 charts up open at any time that I'm trading a particular stock. I've got 5 different time frames that I'm looking at. So I'm looking for, I might look at the 1 minute, but the reason I use the 1 minute on the stream in particular is that you get a lot more action, you get a lot more, it makes it more interesting on the stream. Typically, the 2 minute, the 5 minute, the patterns will be more reliable. The higher the time frame, the patterns will be more reliable. I look at the 60 minute and the daily time frame, so the hourly and the daily time frames for key levels of support and resistance if I'm trading something as well. So I use DAS Trader Pro on Capital Delete. Sterling's good, but DAS Trader Pro, yeah, no problem at all. So the difference between the spread is the bid and the ask. If you've got a market order, let's just say you're using market order instead of limit order. So limit order is slightly different, which I'll come to that in a second. Now, the ask is what sellers are looking for to sell their shares. So you're going to them, and it's the higher of the two prices. So on the ask on Virax right now, we've got 23.50. So the actual spreads have closed up a little bit. 23.50. The bid is what people are prepared to buy the stock for. So this is the lower of the two, and occasionally they'll get a lot closer. The difference between the two is what's known as the spread. Right now on if I pull up Virax, which is a big spread, right now I've got 23.85, 23.90 on the ask, 23.70 on the bid, 23.50 on the bid. So it's a 30-cent spread right now. So a 30-cent spread means that if you buy that stock, there's no movement in price action, and then you sell it a couple of seconds later, right away, there's no movement in the price action, then you lose 30 cents. So straight away, you're losing 30 cents. So you've got to factor that into your risk. So if you put a limit order in, if you put a stop loss in, it's going to get you out at on the bid. Sorry, it's going to get you out on the bid on its way back down. You will not, sorry, if you stop order will get you out on the ask and on its way back down. So you'll actually lose more money. So the importance, so it's just an additional risk. So for example, if you are trying to manage your risk, and let's say you're in a stock like this, and you're saying, okay, I'm gonna have a 50-cent risk on the movement. So I'll enter at $23. If it pulls back to $23.50, then I'll exit my position and cut my losses. I'll take a 50-cent loss on the position, which is fine. That's fine. 50 cents, if that's what you're prepared to lose, means if you've got 1,000 shares, you're risking $500. Okay. However, the problem comes with you've got a big spread, because if you enter at 23, that's on the ask, and the bid is 40 cents lower, what you're effectively only giving it is a 10-cent wiggle room, a 10-cent pullback move. So if it pulls back only 10 cents, you get stopped out. Now, a stock as volatile as this, which is moving whole dollars in a few seconds, 10 cents is just too short of a risk. So you've got to put that into context as well. You've got to add that to your risk management techniques. What do I think of SIGA today? $16. It's already been over $16 pre-market, first and foremost. But it went over $16 pre-market yesterday. It didn't quite get there until the last hour of the market. It's pulling back a little bit. It's underneath the VWAP. If it breaks yesterday's highs, you potentially could go on and get highs up at $20 possibly. It could go parabolic. I doubt it, but SIGA going parabolic, it's not going to go parabolic to the fact of like 50-60%. SIGA goes up 25%, it's going to hit $20. Yesterday it went up more than 25%, so there's a possibility it could make 20. If we get good movement behind it, then there's no reason why it couldn't move to $20 today. Good momentum behind it, but it's looking a little bit bearish at the moment. It reached the highs and it's pulling back, so it needs to get back above. Needs to hold 15 and get back above 1550 if it's got any kind of chance of making. That sounds really simple and obvious, but it's got to get back above 1550 if it's got any chance of hitting 20. We're starting with a little under 1,000 in profit today. Red box is, I want a red box above the VWAP. I'm not going to trade it unless it's what we're getting here. Look at this on the 2 minute. No, put it on the 5 minutes easier. Got this initial move up, and then once it broke the VWAP, it's testing the VWAP and then getting rejected. So we get a bit of a VWAP, what's known as a VWAP fade at the moment with red box. So every time it goes up and tests the VWAP, it gets faded and it's pulling back below the VWAP and then moving up and testing and then fading again. So this movement is known as the VWAP fade, and it's a popular strategy for short traders, that they'll see a stock moving like this and they will short it at the VWAP and then take, they will cover 10-20 cents lower. It's a popular scalping technique for short traders. Well, we can change that, Matty. If you want more chat on YouTube, then just type in more chat on YouTube, and the more active you are, the more active other people will be. Simple. Hey Raptor, I'm just going to go and close it. I'm getting a bit of a cold breeze, so I'm going to go and close the back door. I've not gone anywhere, you sit down. Oh, you know it's getting a cold breeze when you can hang your coat on your nipples. It's I hope you're agreeing with my let's get the chat up on YouTube rather than the hanging the coat on my nipples, but okay, what else is moving? Nothing on volume. Let's have a look at crypto. What's crypto looking like today? And Bitcoin, it's barely over 21,000 right now, so it's looking a little bit weak in comparison to where it was a couple of days ago. So 21,065 where Bitcoin's at. Ethereum is down under 1,400 now, so I don't like that. I'm still in the red on all of my positions on crypto. Cardano is 46 cents and XRP is 33 cents. If there's a particular crypto coin you want me to have a look at and let you know where it's at, let me know, and I'll take a look at it on TradingView. Got to learn the Dash Trader interface. Well, check out the course, Ian. There's a whole section, and you've got my desktop that you can just load and give you a shortcut. in terms of layout, charts, and hotkeys, hot buttons, that kind of stuff. So that will give you a good leg up in terms of starting with Dash Trader. Time to short stocks. Young Ractor, just because the market's moving down does not mean that you have to go short on the market. You don't have to look at stocks to short. So if the market's moving down and you're trading the market, you're trading futures, then fine, you might want to short it. But if the market, like Friday, for example, extremely bearish behavior on the market. I think the Nasdaq was down 2.5%. The S&P 500 was down over 2%, and we found stocks that moved up over 200%. So just because the market is selling off and moving downwards and bearish does not mean that there are going to be stocks that you can only make money shorting stocks. There are always going to be stocks that are counter trending. There are always going to be stocks that are presenting opportunities for you to make money to the long side. Just bear in mind, not all stocks can be shorted, first and foremost. There's an additional cost to shorting. So you've got your borrow fees and locate fees on top of the actual transaction fees if you're going short. So you need to factor once again, additional risk factors that you need to put into place if you're planning on shorting stocks. How do you get my desktop? You download it from the Discord, Ian. Well, let's have a look at Apple. It's got earnings this week. It's very bearish at the moment, looking down, but Apple trades with the market except on earnings day. When it's got earnings, it will trade with it on its own way, and the market will trade with Apple. So, itchy nose. This tends to be the case with a lot of these stocks. We've seen it happen with Facebook, Microsoft, Amazon, these large cap influential stocks, that they will trade with the market. They will follow the market in the main. However, when it comes to earnings, or when they've got a specific catalyst that's specific to them, when I say specific catalyst, it's specific to them, like an earnings or a big news, or an activist investor gets involved, or whatever it is. These markets, just be careful with PGY, Matty. I looked at it and it was, I think it was 50-cent spread at one stage. So just be careful with PGY. And it's also Apple moving. When it has a catalyst that moves, it may move and it will be the leader, and the market will follow Apple, or the market will follow Microsoft, etc. Like, you know. But in the main, it moves in line with the market. Well, let's have a look at Redbox. Redbox sideways at the moment, underneath the VWAP. We're getting this VWAP fade movement. It's down at 622. It's interesting. PGY right now, spreads on PGY are about 10 cents. It has popped up with a little bit of additional volume. Still not great volume. It's only 20,000 shares a minute, but that's good volume. That's reasonably good volume pre-market. It's pre-market volume. You're not going to get the 100,000 shares a minute pre-market in a lot of cases. The inverse Qs are doing well because the Qs are selling off. So this is the Nasdaq. You've got this is an ETF that you can buy that just replicates the Nasdaq. There is an inverse version, so it's the short version, which does exactly the same, but the inverse. So basically, this is effectively somebody short. If you're shorting the Nasdaq, this is what you could do. So you just buy this and go long. You don't have short fees, locate fees, or anything like that. Hey Kareem, good morning to you. If you're wondering where to go on the Discord to get that those desktop files, Ian, go into the student section. There's a Dash Trader section specifically. Yeah, so for freight technology, it's choppy sideways right now. So I'm probably got 40 minutes before the market opens, so probably we'll see a bit more from freight technology at the bell. In terms of Virax Biolabs, I'm kind of a little bit worried about this because of the huge spreads. But when the spreads close, we'll get some volume come in. The spreads will close at the bell. It might be worth looking at and watching and trading. Pagaya, it's moving up, but again, be careful with the spreads with Pagaya as well. They're very rangy, 10 cents, 2 cents. It's snapping between the two. Just be careful with the spreads. This could break $12 very, very shortly. I'll take a quick position. See that what I mean about the spreads there? Just taking a small position. Very rangy. Well, we've got the bounce on the whole dollar. I'm in at the quarter dollar. I'm in at 12.24. This is Pagaya Technologies. Been very volatile. It's a recent IPO as of the end of June. Been very volatile this last week. It's had a big green day followed by a small red day. Big green day followed by a small red day yesterday. I'm hoping that we're going to get a big green day today and maybe followed by a small red day tomorrow. So it's the daily chart is interesting. See it back above 12. The range is the spreads are very rangy. The range itself is quite volatile, so which is why just be careful with your risk management. You're not going to get away with a 10 or 20 cents stop loss on this one. You'll just get stopped out all the time. Morning, same thing. It's just pulling back from the higher kind of 12.24, the quarter dollar above 12, which, funnily enough, is where I got it, where I entered to for the break of new highs, break of the quarter dollar. Freight Technologies finally broke 250. We're finally getting a candle closing above 250. This is Freight Technology. Then it absolutely broke above 250. Big breaking highs. Let's go back to PGY. Only 1,000 shares, but we're just getting out. You can always get back in if it gets back above $12. Yeah. Don't chase it just because it's up there. Wait for a good entry. It's finding resistance up at 65. Not seeing any. Again, this is a fairly recent IPO as well, earlier this year. Not seeing any historical data on this. That threw a big wick up there. Didn't go up there, but threw a wick up there. That's a bit of a bearish indicator. Firex, Redbox, PGY. Let's see. Are we getting the bottom here? Look for a bounce on the VWAP. Comes down towards 1160 maybe. 1150, 1156 is the VWAP. It's quite a bit starting to move now. We've got half an hour before the market opens. We're getting a little bit of movement now. I like this pullback. I don't mind this pullback at all. Nice little flag. If you look at it on the 2 minute, it's a very nice flag formation. We want to bounce on the VWAP here would be nice. Looking for a bounce up and a move up. Didn't quite get that. We're in at 1170. $0.10 spread at the moment, guys. So now it's a 1 cent. So just be careful with that 10-cent spread. It's as volatile. The ranginess of the spread is as volatile as the price movement. About 30 cents down on the ask. Didn't get the bounce on the VWAP. I'm holding this way too long. I should have got out of this at the break of 1155, 1156, which is what the VWAP is. But looking for bounce here on the 20 EMA instead, $0.25. And don't do what I've just done. Change your trade plan mid-trade. That's not how to day trade. You have a plan, you stick to it. Still in flag formation right now on the 5 minute. Got the VWAP to overcome right now, which is at 56. Orge is up at freight technology is up at 275s now. Virax is down under $20, so that's not looking great. And SIGA has just broke $15, so that's looking weak as well. This is breaking highs, looking good. Got half an hour, well, 25 minutes to the bell, 28, 27 minutes, 26 now. See, Virax Biolabs, this move up, it's now down at $19, so needs more volume. Maybe after the bell that will come good. We'll see. SIGA, again bouncing, fading off the VWAP, so it's been doing that a lot. It's under $15 now. I did say $15 is a key level. It's had a little bit of support at $15. It's about 7 a.m. It needs to get back above $15. Redbox again tested the VWAP, fading. It's down under 6. Remember, consolidation at the $0.75 level here for Freight Technologies. Maybe we'll get a bit of volume in there. Break of the $0.75. Thoughts on the tech market? Well, we've got some big catalysts, potentially big movers, Canyon, today. So if I look at the Qs right now, so it's underneath the VWAP. Well, actually, it's just about to break the VWAP, but it's downwards trending most of the day. It was downwards trending yesterday as well. Had a heavy sell-off on Friday, and we've got. It depends on the earnings this afternoon. There's some big movers. There's some big cap companies this afternoon have got their earnings. So depending on their earnings, when the earnings print comes out, it could actually crash the Nasdaq, or it could rally it after hours. So it really depends on those earnings today and tomorrow and Friday as well. This week is going to be a make or break week for the Nasdaq for this month. I'll break $12 this time. $12 key level for PGY, the Gaia. These spreads are not as big as they were earlier, so see if we can get over 1190. Four on the ask. 1 cent spread right now, and it's been as much as 20, so I think 50 at one stage, but oh, that was the other one. As much as 20. Right now we're up at 88. Taking some profit there up at the top. Just scalping this range right now. Can't get over $12 on this. Would be nice. Watching the action. It's sideways consolidation action, but you know, you can take advantage of the range occasionally if you want to scalp it. The problem with scalping is that it is quite expensive in terms of if you get a broker that charges you commissions and your transaction fees and etc. If you're scalping, you're in and out very, very quickly, and you can rack up the commissions quite large. So if you've got particularly if you've got a broker that charges you a percentage of the percentage per share or a cost per share, you don't want to be going big size with them on lots of occasions just to take advantage of microscopic movements. So we're in at just over 11.79. The ask at the moment is 11.83. So any movement up, so 7-cent spread. So the bid is 76. The ask is 83. So any movement up is going to be good for us. Just don't forget to factor in the spreads when you're calculating your risk. So at the moment, 5 cents, it's gone from 7 to 5. I'm thirsty. What's the VWAP? 62. The volume died out a little bit here. Consolidation. We've got 15 minutes before the bell. There we go. Back green on the day, back green on the ticker. There was 1600 green on the day. I think that's our biggest position we've had so far today. Am I trading gold? No, I don't trade commodities. I'm actually trading PGY, which is Pagaya Technologies. It's stocks, equities. That's all I'm trading. Very volatile. We're in at 12.06. Back up at 12.20. Looking for 10 cents here. 16 will do us. Back under 12. Back over 12. buying the dip. Bounce on the VWAP. Got nasty devil horns on the 5 minute. Concentrating here. If I'm not talking, it's because I'm trying to concentrate in terms of what and Forge Freight Technologies up at 1280s testing highs. Just had a breakout. At this on the 5 minute, you've got devil horns happening here, which is an exit indicator, which is what I'm watching very closely. I don't want to be. We're 2,500 down on this ticker. We're 750 up at the moment unrealized. Realized we've got 1,750 unrealized, so I don't want to be missing this. I've got the VWAP there at 1170. Another 10 cents down, so that's another 1,000. Take us back to where we were. I actually quite like this stock. It's very volatile. The moves are quite big. Got good velocity. When it does decide to move, it's got good velocity. The problem is it moves downwards as well as upwards. There's the VWAP. Get a bounce, or do we? Holding this way too long. I know it's going to go back up. Going to come back down before it goes up. That's the question. $0.50. We found support previously. So Freight Technologies up at 280s, breaking highs, testing highs, and I'm locked in this trade. And holding it way too long, trading it very badly. Got 9 minutes before the open. Don't really want to be in this trade as it opens because it's probably gonna dump. Let's see. This is always the risk you take trading pre-market. The moves can be quite volatile on low volume in effect. This is going to drop low. Should have paid heed to those devil horns. Got out. a double top. Double tops are always bearish. Gonna move up into the bell and then rip out of the blocks. Potentially go up to $14, $15. See. Well, to be fair, the chat's gone very quiet. Am I still live? Assuming that there's people in the chat. Yeah, it's just broke $3. Great technology. 102% up on the day. That's Freight Tech. I'm not going to go all in on such a... You're all panicking for me. I'm not panicking. We're only... There's 6K on, negative unrealized here. I've got a $122,000 account, $121,400 account, plus buying power. I'm not risking huge portions of my equity here. It's less right now. It's less than 5% of my equity right now. This is what the difference between me risking, you know, 6-7K is the same as someone with a 12K account risking 600-700. It's all relative. And this is why I make a lot more money than someone with a small account as well. It's all relative. It's a portion of your equity. I can take bigger size, which affords me bigger gains, or in this case, potentially bigger losses. Got 4 minutes to the bell. And now what? Day trading for fun. It's not going to get to 30K today. If it could have if it had similar percentage gains that it did on Friday, then yeah, maybe it will do 200% gains. Yeah, 150% gains. But I can't see it. I honestly can't see it. There's just not enough volatility. There's volatility, but there's not enough momentum to drive it up there, and the catalyst, a lack of catalyst. What's the PGY price right now? It's 11.41, 11.50. Well, it's $11-12 is what it is at the moment. Volume's just dropped out of it. So the spreads, I'm surprised, still 1 cent. That does surprise me. No volume, but the spreads are 1 cent. Hey Scott, not doing too badly. Not having a great day right now with this, but right, I'm going to get out at 11. Risking a whole dollar's not good trading. Granted, I lost $1.50 yesterday on an algorithmic flush, but risking a whole dollar is not good trading. This is very poor trading from me. Yes, there is. If you're using Dash Trader with Interactive Brokers, Scott, then you have to go through Dash Trader, and there's a subscription fee. You pay for both the data and the platform. Interactive will give you their own platform for free, but you'll still have to pay for data. If you want Dash Trader through Interactive, you go to the Dash Trader website and you subscribe to that. Once you've got your Interactive account set up, you subscribe to it through the subscription page. Yeah, to get pre-market data in TradingView, you need a subscription, Matt. Real-time data, pre-market data, that you need all of that with a subscription. It's usually, you can get the pre-market data, but it's delayed. You need to switch it on in the settings. I don't know, it's 5 or 15 minutes delayed. Someone let me know in the chat. It's for the plan that you need, which will be the Nasdaq total view. I think it's about $120 all in ish. Might be 150. So we've got 30 seconds to the bell. Everybody keep the fingers crossed that this is going to be a gap and go, as opposed to a gap and crap. Don't mind a pullback to the VWAP or just below the VWAP if it then rockets out of the blocks. We've got 15 seconds. Well, I'm going to push it. I've got a stop in place at 11:08 and I'm keeping it there. Now I can actually use stops. Right, while I've got that, my fingers are bloody. I'm trading too big. If it's affecting you like that, then you're trading too big. Trading too large. Forges up. Rate is over. Over $3. Testing 315 again. That's the opening range high. Going to break the opening range low? That's the question. We've got a high of 315, a low of 283. Virex just broke the Virex Bioscience just broke the VWAP 2134. I think it's halted. Yeah, halted. Interesting to see what the spreads now that are on that with the since the open. I'm just going to take a quick bio break. Have a quick look at Virex. Well, it's not going to show. It's halted. It's not going to show the spreads right now. Let's back at 37. That could move for quite substantially if. A lot of chop, guys. SIGA. Very choppy. Gosh. Why has SIGA got such a crap spread? She's out to the balcony. I'll give it to her in a minute. Yeah, James. Well, I started with a big account today, and I thought I'll see if I can take a few big swings, but it's not gone my way so far. But we're only 7 minutes in. Very choppy. Caught in the spread right now. 43 on the ask, 40 on the bid. Go. Very choppy. I'll just take the small gain from that. I want to look at PGY. Practice, Alex. Practice, lots of practice, and a big account. It's funny. It's weird you say that, because yesterday, I lost 3,000 on that algorithmic flush, and it affected me a lot worse than me trading badly today. So me trading badly, I know it's my fault. It's all my fault. So no, I can fix that. Whereas yesterday, there was nothing I could do about that algorithmic flush. And that affected me emotionally more than it did than I am today. So if this gets back above the VWAP, it'll be interesting. Where are we with VRX? Firex, Biolabs? Just down, halt down now. I wanted to see what the spreads were on this, because they were $1 when I was trading it. This breaks the opening range high. It just did. Didn't get filled straight away, but got filled. Looking for 12K. Yes, you are doing better. Yeah. Yeah, well, I was in it, and it was it went up to $1 a share at one stage on the spreads via Virex Labs. What's the hold level? Way too low. What sources do you recommend to learn the basics of trading? Check the first link in the description of this live. Scroll down and check that first link in that description. That's what I'll recommend. Google is your friend. There's a whole bunch of books out there, a whole bunch of free resources. You check out my introduction to day trading video, which is the first lesson on my course that I teach as well. Looking for the break back up above 11 on this. But Interactive, I think, I think Interactive would only give 4 times leverage in the UK. Oh shit, buy, sell, not buy. Just a second, I'll answer your question in a second. Any laws or anything for trading stocks in the UK with Dash Trade or Interactive Brokers, or is everything okay? Like you can short, but there are fees associated with shorting, as I was talking about. Not all stocks are available to short. There's borrow fees. If you need to locate fees, there's locate fees. So if you need to locate stocks to short, then there's locate fees. So Interactive is a fairly liquid. It is a fairly liquid broker, so it does hold stocks on the most liquid. It does hold shares on the most liquid stocks for you to short if you do want to go short. I'm getting indigestion right now. Not having a good day. Not having a good day at all. Had worse, but I'm not having a good day. Just trading so badly today. Why is my judgment so off? So badly off. PDT rule in the UK, are you really? Maybe that's why I've not had it, because I'm not in the UK, so I didn't know there was a PDT rule for the UK. I have to check that. Well, probably better to go with capital markets then. CMEG. If Interactive have introduced the PDT rule for the UK, it's probably not a good idea to go with them. Now, I've got a bigger account, so I've never had an issue, and I'm in Ireland, so I've never had an issue. So yeah, well, that's probably why I've never had the issues, because I'm in Ireland. I honestly thought it was across the board with Interactive, because I thought they were regulated out of Cyprus, was my understanding. Or maybe that's just the one. Oh, is that a Brexit thing? You know what, I'm just going to put a stop in place and let it do its thing. If it comes down and stops me out, it stops me out, and odd it. Very choppy today. It is, indeed. It's barely shortable. There's no, there's only 600 shares available for me to short on this with my broker, according to Montage. But it's not really shortable. You can't short with 600 shares when you're in for 15,000 right now. There we go. That's what we wanted. A bit of volatility up to the upside. Almost did enough to get me out. Rejected at the VWAP. It needs head over to VWAP. Yeah, everything's down at the moment. It's not a great day for long bias traders, really. Needs to hold the $11 for me. All right. That's correct. You're not so much a verified trader. You have to have $25,000 or above in your account, or you're restricted to 4 trades per week, Scott. So I didn't know that. To be honest, I apologize. I should have done my research. I didn't know that applied in the UK to anybody trading interactive brokers. And that only applies if you're on a margin account. If you're in a cash account, you can trade till your heart's content. The Walmart earnings were poor, were they? I know there's a few. What about McDonald's? What was McDonald's and Coca-Cola like this morning? I've not even checked their earnings. Like a steady climb. I've got kind of a double bottom. Potentially a double bottom there would be nice. Steady climb, take me up to $12, get me out of this hole. Yeah, I use interactive, and it's been fine with me. I've never had any issues with interactive. One of the students on the day trade with Tony had a problem, and I just didn't. I thought it was just unique to him that they got it wrong and thought it was in the US. But I'll have to bear that in mind. Well, here we go. Well, I kind of needed to wait that out. Didn't have much choice. Should have. He's bouncing on the VWAP, hopefully. High of day at the moment is 69. 69. 1169 is the high of day. Testing highs. There we go. Testing highs up there. 65. Would you heck off on YouTube with these dodgy Right, there we go. So at least we get some money back. I've put a 20-cent trailing stop on this. If it breaks highs or it stops me out, I'll get a little bit of money back. There we go. I got stopped out, so a little bit of money back. Didn't get to where I wanted it to be, but needs to break this 1170. Nothing else moving. lower price stock, not even looking back right now, is Ayala Pharmaceutical. United Maritime having another good day today. Pulling back a little bit now. Got the inverse cup and handle, upside down cup and handle, so this is looking bearish right now. Red box. Well, that's not bad. Coca-Cola. Chewy shares are trading lower after downgrade. AMD. AMD's moving up. New highs, just gone green on the day. Look at this double bottom here. So AMD could potentially give us another whole dollar. Massive W, that is. So no, it's a whole dollar move, I would say. A double bottom there that's just not broke out yet. Yeah, I don't like this halted down again. Limited shares to short it. RDBX Biolabs, that's another halt down. So this halted up here and halted down, another halt down. Got volatility, I'll give it that, but it's just the spreads on this one are horrible. Yeah. Well, I got 500 up on Biolabs or whatever they're called, but just the risk outweighed the reward for that. Have I used CMEG? I'm on Capital Markets right now, Scott. I'm on CMEG right now. CMEG is probably my first recommendation to anybody. A, no PDT rule, doesn't matter where you are. B, commissions are very reasonable. C, you get the platform. D, you get 6 times leverage on anything above $5 in price. So CMEG's a great broker, and they're very responsive as well in terms of support. Well, I've had no issues with them. No, markets are very choppy today. They're slightly down. So let's have a look at RDBX again. RDBX Biolabs. Actually, 33 cents is the spread. That's not too bad compared to where it was. 30-cent spread is nowhere near as bad as where it was. We might be getting a bounce here. So if it gets above 1340, about 1540, it might go back up towards 20. No, that's a problem. I'm not in a trade right now, so and I do try to answer the questions as they come in there, Scott. Really appreciate the interaction, and I'll answer any questions that I can. This is going further and further down. Which is, it was a funny thing, it was a good catalyst. red on the day now. Going to be something else moving at some stage today. Yeah, monkeypox vaccine, monkeypox PCR detection kit. Well, this sell-off, we've got dojis there, double doji, kind of a reversal indicator, so we might get a move back up. So 1450 is the level I'm looking at here. $14.40 on the 2-minute. Going to be a bit more conservative. $14.75 on the 5-minute, or 15.37 on the 5-minute. Sorry. Yeah, SIGA. Up at 16s. I see SIGA breaking highs today. Got 1630 is the previous high. Blue skies after 1630 on SIGA. Not green today. I'm having a bad day. I've had my judgments off today, but 1630 is blue skies. So just watch for that. Not having a good day. But then again, this is the whole point of this stream, is that trading is risky, guys. Don't risk more than you can afford to lose. And not every day is going to be a green day. You're going to have days where your judgment's off, like mine is today, and you lose money. You're going to have trades that don't break out the way you would expect them to. I'll try a dip buy at 16. Oh, having a great month. I'm over $100,000 in profit, 120,000 I think it is. Let me just have a quick look at my TraderView stats. Before transactions and charges, of course. My TraderView stats this month, light, filter, 110,000 is where I'm at the moment. Why did I get that? I'm having a good month. There we go. Just broke the highs from yesterday, so I just entered for the blue skies that we above. Yesterday's highs were 34. And that's it. There we go. And cents in there. Why did that stop me out? Small loss. That's not good. high is 38, so I'm looking for 40. $0.10 won't be enough. Maybe 20. Oh, absolutely, Matt. Earnings reports today definitely playing a part in the market. Today's a big day for earnings. Looking for the break of 1640 here. 35 on the ask. A bit of both there, Scott. So straight away, as soon as I've made the trade, very often as soon as, while I'm in the trade, I know if I'm trading it well or not. I know if I've made a bad decision or not. But yeah, on the back of that, I go back and analyze the trades at the end of each day. Okay, so I've just put a 20-cent trailing stop on this because I think this is going to go higher today. And we're already in the good on SIGA. So got 10,000 shares, got a 20-cent trailing stop. I'm already 14 cents up on my entry. So hopefully this will just ride up and get me paid. So I'm 1,500 up unrealized, 2,000 up unrealized. So there's 20-cent trailing stop. I just knocked 2,000 off the real unrealized number, and that's how much I will have when it comes back and stops me out. This could go up to $20 today. If it does without stopping me out, I'll be back in the mix. If it goes up to $17, I could be back in the mix. Not having a good day, Super Chip. Not at the moment, at least. But there's time. We're only 35 minutes into the market open. So there's time, yeah. That's a exit indicator right there. There we go. Got stopped out. So $3,000. That brings me down to 7.5 in the hole. Can we recover? I've recovered from worse positions across the course of the day. Can I do it while we're on stream? That's the thing. Wait for the pullback. Don't mind a pullback. A bit of consolidation, and then next candle to make a new high. It depends, Scott. So if you get a trailing stop, you can size in and out of your position at the same time. So let's say you take 500 shares, you can put a trailing stop on the 500. You can add 500 as it's moving up, and then take the 500 off, or add 1,000, and do it that way. And you've still got the safety net of the trailing stop. It's just a safety net, essentially. I had 10,000 shares there, so I wasn't comfortable going huge share size above that, but I may as well just put a trailing stop in place. And the pullback 1670 is a potential entry. Move higher. time and place. It's about personal preference. But I would always recommend putting a stop in place, whether it's an actual stop or a trailing stop or whatever it is. You can still cash out you got a 10-cent stop while I'm waiting for that. So right now I'm risking 1,000 shares, $1,000 on what I've already got. I've got a 10-cent stop, and I'll cancel this stop once it gets to a certain level. I'll cancel this stop, and as it starts to move up, and replace it with a trailing stop, or I just stir step it up. And now I can just stir step this to break even, or lower break even, so that if it does pull back, I'll move it up to the $0.75 level. So I want it to break $17, and if it gets above, gets up there, I can just cancel this and replace it with a 10-cent stop if it gets back up to like $16.90. There we go. I got stopped out. So made 4 cents. So effectively $400 on that additional move up. So SIGA breaking highs, testing highs. First candle to make a new low, I just get out of this position now. So that's about right. Low of that one is 77. So when the next candle breaks out, I'll just move this up to 77. I want to try test finding resistance up at 690. So another stop. We've got stopped out again there. So this is getting a bit choppy, but first candle breaks a new low, which is this one, would have got me out anyway. So just wait for a bit of a consolidation. It needs to try and, we're up at all-time highs on SIGA right now, as far as I'm aware. Let's have a look at trading view. I know. We've been up as high as 1684. Yeah, I think this is all-time highs. Yeah, it absolutely is. Trying to find a higher time, higher points. It's blue skies after this. We've got stopped out at 74 twice. So on SIGA. There we go. The break of 74. That's what we're looking for. Now, this flat top is kind of powerful. Flat tops, but it was a flat top and a flat bottom. So flat tops typically break upwards. We're in an upwards trend. So my feeling on this is that we should break upwards. Oh, 65. We're at all-time highs, so we don't know what's beyond this. I'm gonna get it. Break 1660. I'll get it. Oh. Struggling at that 78. That's where my entry is, 78. Rejected at 78 again. On the 2 minute, it looks like a typical flag. I'm just waiting for the breakout on the 2 minute. $78, I think, is $79 is the so we're looking at 1680 for the break upwards on the 2 minute. We get some good volume coming in. I mean, this candle's the biggest volume candle we've had in a while. So good volume, get us up to back up towards 1690, and we've a good chance to go on and test $17. High on the 1686 on the 5 minute. The flag on the 5 minute is 1686. I'm looking for 1690. Might be holding a little bit. Might be a little bit ambitious and holding a little bit too long, trying to get the profit levels. But hey, look, gotta be in it to win it. Is there anything else moving whilst I'm stuck in this one? SIGA technology. There's SIGA technology. SIGA. How would you pronounce that, guys? SIGA or SIGA? I'd say SIGA. Not Sega. That's the old gaming console. Got a wick up, but a down wick, which is buying pressure. The hammer candles usually good. Green hammer candles better than a red one, of course. That's a hammer doji. All right, so let's get back up. Let's do it this time. Okay, 1690. Come on, we can do it. Hammer candle, got a on the 5 minute we've got a hammer candle and we've got a death cross as well. Gravestone or tombstone. There we go. Tombstone doji. It's not so much the level 2 as the volume that we need more of. It's just hovering around that 1680 level. It's flat top up at 1680. I have 83. I have 86 on the previous 5 minute. I don't want to miss it if it breaks out. I say if, no guarantees in this live. Breaks out, but could see us going on to $17, but don't want to miss it. Still got the same flat top. Putting a stop at 1660 just to protect me. And at these lows. Everything's just sideways that we've been trading apart from this. There we go, we've got stopped out at 1660. So we're back to where we were, 13k down. So this is not a great trading day for me today. Mid pick, trying to make a move upwards. Nah, not my thing. I don't even know why I've got that in there. Where did PGY go? I still think this is going to go, you know. Gets above the VWAP, I think this is going to go. That's sideways at the moment. And not a good day. Not a good day's trading. Knocks you back a little bit, but we've still got 3 days trading left after today for the month. And it's important that you get to see that not every day is a green day. You know, trading is risky. I share my wins and my losses. Best way you can learn is by seeing that there's no magic to trading, but just getting you know, you've got to get your judgment right, and when it's not right, you lose money. I was very aggressive in my trading today, Fuzzy. I've been very aggressive, to be fair, and it usually happens like that. When you get the most greedy, that's when you get bitten. I was being quite aggressive across the board today. Double top of PGY on the 1 minute. Let me have a quick look on the 1 minute. No, there's a double top up here, but that's not a double top. That's just devil horns. It's just two wicks next to each other can't be considered a double top. There needs to be space in between. A double top, what you find is it's an M shape. So a straight, you know, train tracks there. Get the devil horns, which is also a bearish indicator. There's devil horns up there, but it's not a double top. Double top is a move up, a retracement, move back up, and then a big sell-off. Well, she's fast asleep, so I'm kind of like stream a little bit longer just to see what else is moving, if there is anything moving. It has moved up quite substantially. One decent volume candle though, so the rest are all still under 70,000. So did pick, we traded it well yesterday. It's probably not ripe to trade just yet. Red box up at 6s. Needs to get back above the VWAP. This has been selling off since pretty much since the open. Great technologies. Wider markets, let's have a quick look on the 15, just choppy sideways. Downwards, but choppy. Russell, and downwards and choppy. Nasdaq, that's actually downwards and choppy. Biolabs, that did sell off and never came back. I thought we might get a bounce when it reached this level here, but no, I thought it might get back above $15. What do I know? I'm just a guy on the internet. Yeah, this is sideways now. Is there anything that you guys are looking at that you want me to take a look at? How's the month going? Having a great... Oh, I've already answered that question there, Ronan. I'm having a great month. I mean, let's pull it up. Let's have a quick look. And the month. So here we go. Let's pull up the. So this is July. So we're having a good day at the moment. We're having a good month though. So let's put July in there and go to the detailed breakdown. You can see that July, 110,000 in profits so far. Average daily gain is 7,300, which is far and above my average goal. Not quite up there. I think we're about 4,700, nearly 4,800 on the year, but 7,300 is my average daily gain. So I'm having a good month. I can't say I'm not. If I look at win-loss expectations, so it's statistically speaking, 172,000 versus 62,000. That's almost a 3-to-1. That's closer to a 3-to-1 than it is 2-to-1. So it's almost 3-to-1. And I've got a 4-to-1 on the better than 4-to-1 on the. That's closer to a 5-to-1 actually. It's about 5-to-1 on the accuracy. So having a good month, not having a good day today. Let's see where we go. It's still got time today. I've not hit that magic level that says, Tony, you're crap at this. Stop trading yet. Got a double top here, devil horns. That's not good. On the 5-minute. So mind you, we've gone past that now. That chart is broken, so we've gone past that. The bottom even. Let's go for the break of. Going for the break of the VWAP. Yeah, no problem, Fuzzy. Maybe I can pay off my debts. Figured we'll get an increase in volume there. Sort of the volume candle started to grow. I thought we'd get an increase in volume for the break of the VWAP, and then it just died off again. Go figure. A nice volume candle like that would be ideal. Move up to towards test $12 again. Not like that. That's what we're talking about. Big candle. Spreads are not great though. That's up to 1150s and on the ask, but the spread never went with it. The bid never went with it. We're at 42 on the ask right now, and the bid's I'm still in the hole on the bid. Yeah, SIGA's moving up to test that 1680, 1688 level, at that flat top level, 1690. So this is SIGA testing that 1690 flat top. It probably will break this time. I'm just in this trade, so just losing this trade. The ask is still above my cost right now. It's the spreads that are killing me right now. Both will. I studied it. I taught myself by studying. You can't just jump into trading and hope to be able to be successful. It doesn't work that way. It's like any skill set. You need to study. You need to learn. Unfortunately, most people don't. They just jump straight in and lose money. And this is one of the reasons why most people do lose money. More than 85% of people lose money when they try day trading. It's a fact. Well, day trading the stock market. 95% of people actually lose money when they try day trading, if you include all instruments like Forex and futures and everything else, crypto, etc. So you have to learn, and I lost money to start off with. I thought I would, it was just as easy as investing. You buy low, sell high. How hard could it be? As it turns out, it's not that easy at all. But yeah, you've got to be careful. 5-cent spreads were 10 cents up on the ask, only 5 cents up on the bid, not even. PGY, the volume's died out. I'm just going to get out for a scratch. It's not cost me anything. Bar transaction fees. That might so. Maybe a bit of a handle, maybe get a breakout this time. So I kind of self-taught. There's a lot of material that is freely available that you can obtain to learn how to day trade, or you can take the shortcut. I keep saying there's no shortcuts, but you can take the shortcut, get yourself a mentor, i.e. me, and take the day trade with Tony course. Now, granted, I'm not having a good day today, but it's not as bad as the good day. Today's bad day is not as big as the good day I had on Friday. So, and we did just over 6,000 yesterday. So, to the green. So we're in a drawdown at the moment, but Let's see if we can't get a breakout here. We've got argument for an inverse head and shoulders, which will be bullish. There's argument for a cup and handle, which would be bullish. There's argument for bull flag, which is bullish. So this is looking bullish right now, and I could be wrong. The patterns are not 100%. Oh, we're not going to get halted, that's for sure. Well, not to the upside. 1850 is the next halt level to the upside, so that's not. I don't think that's on the card just right now, or certainly not in the next few minutes. So will we test $17, and if so, will we get over it? That's the question. Will we get over this 88? Will we get over 1690, 1689 on the ask there? Current high of day is 1694. So we're looking for new highs. Current all-time high is 1694. Did we get it? Did we get it? There we go. There's the break. There's the break. Take half off there. And then we'll... put a trailing stop in place. 10-cent trailing stop. We've got that breakout. It's pulling back though, so I'll take the 5-cent. There we go. So we were 13,000 down. Now we're now 12,000. So we just made $1,000 on that. Needs to hold 17. Hold 17, we could get a nice move up. No volume there. Need volume. Red box, no volume. Geovax. This one's getting good volume. This is where the volume is. So this is up at 220, then at 220s, the lower price stock. Lower price, you could take bigger size. But there's always a risk associated with taking bigger size. The US has the highest number of known monkeypox cases. So this is moving up with the whole monkeypox. So same catalyst as SIGA, SIGA, but lower price. Kind of a third of the price. There we go. We broke all-time highs and now we're pulling all the way back. So probably down to the VWAP. Maybe look for a bounce on the VWAP or on the $0.50. Let's see. Red box selling. SIGA selling. GOOG selling. So the bit of a bunch of selling off taking place right now on a whole bunch of different stocks that are unrelated. So GOOG and SIGA, you can understand why they would trade in sympathy. But Redbox, come on. What broker am I using? I'm using Capital Markets Elite Group, so CMEG. However, the platform that I'm using, the software that I'm trading with is DAS Trader Pro. Is Ayala still moving up? Did that sell off too? No, this one's fine. 210s. So a similar monkeypox related catalyst as well. Evaxion Bio is just moving up. Very low volume, don't touch it. We're getting a bounce here, or is it going to sell off? Is this a bull trap? That's the question. I'll wait for the break of 1660. That's what we were waiting for earlier in the day. Actually do 5 minutes. Let's see if we don't get a move up here, move back up. In 64. This is the bounce, or are we going to get a move back up like we did here? Well enough, exactly 1642 is exactly where it bounced as well. So low of this candle is 55, so 10 cents. So I'm giving it 8 cents. Thought we might get a bit of volume start to come in there, but it is getting towards that 11 a.m. When you're saying that, this last last 2 or 3 weeks, 11 a.m. has seen some really big moves to the upside. Did break, said $17 just briefly, but I'd do it all again then. Slow and steady. Okay, and 16. Leave it where it is. Makes sense. Skin 800. There we go. I think we're back to where we were. 13,000. Just racking up the commission charges though. I missed the breakout. Damn. It's a big breakout too. We're going to get 13 here. So I've got the stopping at 49. It's pulling back, so let's see if it starts to move up and breaks 13. Great, we can ride it up. I've got to stop at the half there. There you go. So we made a bit more on that. So we're back down to 11. Let's see. Sundial, it's a stock split, as far as I'm aware. Oh no, it's actually selling off big time. It was a stock split. If you can short it, not shortable. It was a stock split, reverse stock split. That's why it was up at $5. Now it's down at $2.50, so it's lost 50% of its gains. Sundial. Patient day. Yeah. Ah, damn, missed that one. I put a bit of risk on this one. Got a bit of a swing. Funny feeling this is going to move. Go. We brought $13 just briefly. These to maintain and sustain. It's trying 13. It did break above it, but it's trying. Back above it. Getting 13 on the ask. Devil horns up there. Needs to fill that wick. Big. Going all in. Where we bounced last time on the $0.50. And I've got the devil horns up there. I did this badly already. Just looked at the exit indicators that I should have got out at. $13. 2 minute, we're breaking lows. Yeah, it can be GJO. It can be stressful, which is one of the reasons I started the stream in the first place at the beginning of the year, is because when you're doing this on your own, it can be so frustrated. It can be so stressful and frustrating at the same time. Just need to get a move back up, test the highs, and we'll be in good shape. Wants to take the test the highs, but take the bid with the ask, guys. Come on. Come on, market makers. Don't send the ask up there and tease me up at $13, but leave the bid down at $12.60. That's just cheeky. I've had lots of girlfriends like that tease me like that. It's just not cricket. It's not on. We're over. Our entry is 12.80. We're over 12.84 on the ask. 12.85 on the ask. We're looking to test the highs of 13 again. Come on, let's do it. Oh, crap spreads. I don't like these spreads. Going back now. Going the wrong direction. Why have I got a 15-cent spread? And 12, 15-cent spreads. That's horrible. Just stop doing that to me. I'll take a 5-cent spread. I just don't want these bloody 15-cent spreads when it's reaching highs and I'm not out of the hole yet. I'm getting caught between the spreads at the minute. Look at that, 12-cent spread. Not quick enough. That's a death. No, that doji, don't like that at all. This is not as easy to trade as it has been previous days. I think it might be something to do with the volume. Somebody being murdered outside, but I'm too busy concentrating on this to go take a look. Getting indigestion. I've got butterflies in my stomach right now. This is the emotional aspect. I'm trying to remain calm, but I'm actually getting a bit stressed here. Not my day at all. Holding this way too long now. This is what happens when you get greedy. It goes against you. So just don't be greedy, guys. If you get green on the day, walk away. Green, hit your goal, walk away. All of this. Don't revenge trade. Don't try and get greedy to cover your losses, which is what I've just done. Don't do what I do. Do as I say. It is a lot of red, Ethan. It's a huge amount of red. I feel like the Black Widow in Avengers. I've got red on my ledger. A lot of red. I'm surprised I'm still here, to be fair. I should have walked the dog half an hour ago. But let's see what transpires. Will we get a move up and a break of $13? If we get a break of $13, I'll be okay with this. Retest the highs of 13. There's a bit of a W formation if it can follow through and move up. A lot of selling pressure here. Not liking the look of this at all. Trying to find support at the $0.50, but I'm going to give myself a bloody aneurysm here. Indigestion, acid. Result of stress acid. All these upwicks are very bearish, by the way. I'm trading long into very bearish indicators right now. Like an idiot. I've gone big size, big size. No, I agree with that. I don't need to give the market back any more money. I want to I just have a feeling that this is going to move up and break $13 though. Could be completely wrong, probably will be. I'm risking way too much for a very little reward here. Just so you know, my risk-reward ratios today are well off kilter. Let's risk 10k to make about 2 here. Well, at least the spreads have narrowed a little bit. The fives between 2 and 5 cents now. Oh, back to 6, back to 9. I shouldn't have mentioned it. The spreads. My thought process is find an exit. See if you can get a safe exit. Well, let's see. We need to break up. Needs to break above on the 5 minute. The high of the last candle was 89, so it needs to break above 90 if it's gonna break out. Breaks 90, it'll go past 13 again. These spreads are killing me. Just be wary of the spreads, guys. 78 on the ask, but it's 70 right currently. It's 73 on the bid. So it's a 5 cent spread. No, it's a 9 cent spread again. I'm gonna have to need a massage or something. My neck's getting stressed. You know you're trading too big when it's affecting your emotions, and it's affecting my emotions today. So I know I'm trading too big today. And I was trading too big from the off. I was being too aggressive from the off. It's okay having a large account, but that's no excuse to throw your strategy out of the window. I'd like to say we all have days like this, but it shouldn't be. You should be very disciplined around your strategy. If you're trading right, it's boring. If you're trading properly, day trading should be boring. You should be making a couple of $100, a couple of percentage points maybe across the course of a week. It should be boring. Your heart shouldn't get your heart racing like it has done today with me. It's more akin to bloody gambling than trading today. Being completely upfront about it all. Red box is probably done today. It's down at 574s now. So in the 1290s on the ask, and I've got 3 cents on it on the bid. Just not playing ball with me. Spreads went almost up to $13 there, and I couldn't even get filled because up there because the spreads sound like a whingy old boring. All right. Would you quit with the 15-cent spreads and stuff? Rejected at 13 hard again. At least we're getting a bit of volume in. Can't even average down because the spreads, the ask isn't going below my buy price, my average cost, so I can't even average down. I'll be averaging up even though I'm in the hole. It's ridiculous. Push like a pregnant cat. I like that. Or that one. An inverse head and shoulders potentially there. Just shoulder one, head, shoulder two. Or 10 cents down. So back where we were earlier. First time I've seen a bullish wick in a long time. Need a bit more volume in here though, that's the problem. Couple of volume candles over 150, 200,000 to the upside would be nice. I can dream. We're only 1 cent off the ask. It's only moved 1 cent, but we're so far, spreads are so, I mean, rangy. We're down 13 cents. This could go on until close, it absolutely could. And this is it, look, trading's not supposed to be exciting, it's supposed to be boring. And you're supposed to have the patience. The patience comes, having patience. To be fair, I've not traded very well this today at all, and I don't deserve to be making money today. So, and I'm not. So, let's see what transpires. SIGA is breaking highs again. It's over $17. GOVAX on the move up. Tempted to trade SIGA there, although saying that, not sure about that pattern. Maybe that'll sell off. Ethan, this is stocks. This is not forex. Sometimes patience works out, sometimes it doesn't. We're 84 on the ask, so that's 5 cents more than what our average cost is, but we're down at 70 on the bid. So it's a flag on the it is a bull. Well, it'll be a bull flag if it breaks out to the upside. Absolutely. Looking for that break of $13. That's what I'm looking for. Ideally. Here we go. There we go. I think I'm going to call it a day now. That was hard work. That was hard work, but I'm happier to go in 5,000 down than 13,000 down. Of course I am. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that, and it was worth the wait. Decent comeback. I'll have a look later. I need some fresh air. I need to take this this little monster for a walk and regroup. See if there's anything moving later. Actually, there is something moving. SIGA's breaking highs. Sweaty palms today. Well, it could have been -20, absolutely fuzzy. At one stage, with the unrealized losses, it was -20. I've just had a bad day's trading. It makes, I dare say, it makes for good entertainment and good viewing, but it's just bad trading today, and it's not good for the old ticker here. It's like I say, Matty, absolutely right. Sweaty palms. I'm not trading anything else for now. I'll come back and have another look later, and we'll see. I'm gonna give it a miss. I'll be back for Power Hour later. If I've traded or not, it doesn't matter. There's some key earnings after the close, so I might stick around for a bit longer after the close as well, just to go through the earnings of some very key companies. So. Actually, the Senate is right now voting to advance legislation to provide grants and tax credits to the US computer chip manufacturing industry to better compete with China in science and technology. That could be interesting. That might send the if depending on those votes, that might send the Nasdaq to the upside. We'll see. Look, I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to take the dog for a walk. I'll come back a little bit later. Well, to be fair, I probably did contribute to that big green candle turning red simply because of the amount of shares that I had to unload, and you can't unload them all at once, otherwise it will flush. You've got to scale out. So that's what I was doing with PGY. So yeah, me getting out at the top probably started that sell-off. You're probably right, actually. 5,000 shares at a time. But now we're back down the 1250 level. Look, I'm going for a walk. I'll come back later, and I'll see you all later for Power Hour.